Hello guys, if you're anything like me, then you spend a lot of time on your phone, and I kind of want to, stop doing that so I can focus on the real world. But who likes to focus on the real world? I like to be more present. So this is why I'm embarking on a 2-month journey that I call 2 to 2. 2 months to get my screen time to about 2 hours. Is this gonna be hard? Yes, it is, because my current screen time was 5 hours and 51 minutes this week. So that is not good. And I just want to actually get that down. Each week we're going to be embarking on different challenges and all of that fun stuff to get me off the phone. This week we're going to start off slow. So each day we are going to, except maybe today, but each day we are going to look at the previous day and see which app I used the most. And whichever app I use the most, I have to set screen time block thingy for the next day, for just the next day. And then we're going to do that again and again and again, and we're going to repeat that. And so also, that's not the only rule. Throughout this challenge, every single day of this 2-month challenge, I'm going to be watching YouTube only on my laptop. So no YouTube on the phone, because many times I just end up putting it on just to put it on, and basically I'm not actively using YouTube at the time unless it's YouTube Shorts. Same with also watching different live streams. I'll do the same thing for that. And yeah, this is just the first challenge, and I'm just gonna intentionally try to stay away from using my phone each week. Hey guys, it is the morning of Monday. I meant to update you yesterday, but I went to bed at midnight. So yesterday was hard. I could not stay off of my phone, honestly. My screen time was 7 hours yesterday. My most used app was Instagram. So I changed my screen time limit for that to 4 hours, because I know 4 hours isn't a lot, but it is still something. And we're gonna just go down. We're just gonna lower me into this slowly, so it's not super jarring of a change. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm about to go to school, and at school we really aren't allowed to use our phones, so that's gonna be good. Only allowed to use them, we are never allowed to use them, and we have to put them at the front of the classroom every time we go in, so I'm not even gonna be able to use it, so that'll be good. Hi guys, I did just get back home from school. It was a long day. I had to give a presentation on one of my favorite books, that being Dice by Neil Schusterman, but I did not doom scroll as much. It is I've been home since 4, and I think it's 4:15, maybe 4:28, so that's only 30 minutes of doom scrolling, so that is not as bad as it could be. Could be a lot more. I started to get to the point where I want to do something, but then also not really. I think I might either write some or read / watch YouTube, or all of the above, because my brain still wants to do something, but not something super hard, Not that writing isn't hard. It definitely can be. And I think I'm gonna film some sort of, actually I think tonight I'm also gonna edit. That will impact my screen time. I'm gonna try to edit as much as I can each day so that I don't feel super overwhelmed at the end of this. I think I might even post these weekly, these short videos or something, just updates and different challenges. And let's see how this goes, okay? I don't know what kind of funk I'm in, but I'm in this kind of really weird funk where I don't really know what other word to use besides that, but anyway, I either want to get up and physically do something, do some physical chores, but if I don't, I just want to doom scroll. That is it. I don't know really why that is. just like, I want to do something. I want to be productive, but I literally can't because all of the productive things that I have to do on my laptop. But then every time I sit down, I doom scroll. And like whenever I don't doom scroll, I think about doom scrolling when I'm actually sitting down. When I'm like getting up and like, for example, washing the dishes, doing laundry, all of that stuff, that I don't think about that. It's really weird. I hope I get out of this week. That would be very bad if I didn't, because then the entire 2 months would be ruined. So let's hope. Let's hope. Hey guys, so I'm sorry I'm talking quietly, but my parents are in the other room. They're trying to go to bed. So basically, the last 2 days, I'm really sorry that today and yesterday I haven't updated you. I wanted to, and you can see I like filmed a little bit. Yesterday was really hard. I had a hard time not staying on my phone this time. This day was a bit easier. I'm not sure why. I probably did doom scroll a lot, but that's another point. I'm going to reduce the screen time limit on Instagram from 4 hours to 3 hours. I think I can do it, or at least 3 hours and 30 minutes. I could do it. But that is all that I'm really gonna say for this update. I've had a lot of homework, a lot of like projects and tests that I need to study for, and it's like 11:30, so I should go to bed. So good night. Hello, y'all. Yes, I'm in my parents' bed because it's more comfortable, but that is not why we're here. We're here to update you all, and it has been a minute since I have had an update for you. Things were going good yesterday and the day before. While I was definitely tempted to pick up my phone, I did resist for a lot of it, mainly because I had to study a lot. And unfortunately, that studying became too much, and now I had the thing that I was studying for, which was a test. I had it today, and it was kind of big, at least for me. And then when I got home, I like doom scrolled honestly most of the day. My screen time is probably like 6-7 hours today. If I were to guess, I know for sure my Instagram went to the limit at about 3.5 hours. So I spent at least 3.5 hours on Instagram, a couple, not super long, 45 minutes if I were to guess, on YouTube, and more on WhatsApp. But I hope that
tomorrow I'll probably reduce my Instagram screen time to 3 hours, because that's kind of what I'm gonna do, or at least try to do, is do that once I hit the limit. Unless I feel like the limit is too much, then, which is like what happened yesterday, a couple days ago. I felt like 4 hours was way too much. So I'm gonna reduce the screen time limit to 3 hours and probably focus on reading and cleaning my room and doing other stuff, and also studying. Oh, I forgot to study for a test. I'll probably just do that in lunch tomorrow.
Hi guys, I'm actually at work, so whatever I'm doing, I'm working, so it's now Saturday. I'm really sorry I haven't updated you. I've just been really busy, really tired, all of that, and unfortunately that tiredness did affect how much time I spent on my phone. I spent way too much time than I intended. I don't know if I told you this, but I believe it was on Thursday, I did doom scroll to the point where Instagram did like the time limit thing, and so there was that, and that wasn't fun, but it did fortunately keep me from doom scrolling more and actually helped me decide to go to bed. But next week will be better. I have a challenge planned for next week, and also it will be break, so I'm not going to be as stressed with school, and so with less stress means less doom scrolling. And my next update will be tomorrow, so I do have a channel update to share with you guys. So tonight, I'm not gonna hopefully spend too much time doom scrolling. I will be at youth group from like 5 until, like, if I were to guess, around 10. And so from like 10 to 11, I will be like doing homework and stuff, hopefully, if I'm not super tired. But also while I'm at youth group, I might start to edit this video so that I don't feel as overwhelmed. And there's that. That is all that I have to share with you currently. Yeah, this week has been hard. I kind of want to rant about this one teacher, but I don't think it would be good, and I don't think if she, for some reason, saw this video, she wouldn't like it if I were to rant. But that's basically just what's been going on in my life. A bunch of tests, which means, yeah, more stress, and I had this really big test on Thursday, and so after Thursday, like, I went home like thinking, okay, I'm gonna do some homework, but first my brain is completely mush, so I'm gonna doom scroll. But unfortunately, because I had spent like too much time, well, I don't want to say too much time, but like I spent a lot of effort the days before studying for this test, I just completely lost motivation to do any type of schoolwork. And so that was really sad, but it's fine. And hopefully tonight and tomorrow I will get back up on my feet with studying. I only have 2 more school days until fall break, and hopefully fall break will like rejuvenate me. I plan to just do a lot of writing and make a bunch of flashcards, and like that's all of the actual work that I actually want to do, because at least like with flashcards and writing, that's stuff that I enjoy at least somewhat. So, and like with flashcards, I could also like put on an audiobook, like I could actually like do things while I'm making them, if that makes any sense. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you with this important channel update. I am at church, and it is obviously Sunday because I'm at church. I'm actually upstairs where nobody is right here, so there's that. And so yesterday was good. I didn't spend a ton of time on my phone, and I found out my screen time was 5 hours and 38 minutes. So in order to get to about 2 hours, then I have to go down 8 minutes and 3 hours and 8 minutes. I can do that, right? I definitely can. And so I'm gonna be filming for this week's vlog, which you guys can't know until next week. So you guys won't know until you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't, then the next video probably won't come up on your For You page, and you'll be sad because you missed it. Anyways, I have no idea what else to say. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and make sure to stay for this channel update if you guys are a true follower, okay? And if you've made it this far into the vlog, comment, I think there's a phone emoji. So comment a phone emoji. And I'll see you guys next time. Hello everybody. So I am sitting at the table because this announcement is kind of important for the future of this channel. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I am becoming an author. I am in the middle of writing my first book, which I'm not going to talk about much right here because I don't know how much I can say. But I am writing a book, and as a content creator, that kind of put me in a sticky situation because obviously I make content about books and I review books. But then as an author, it's like, these are also my fellow authors. These are people that like I could connect with in the future. These are people who are kind of like me in certain areas. And it made me feel bad critiquing a book online. It's fine if I do not like that book. That is perfectly okay. And I just realized this lighting is very atrocious. I'm sorry, I don't have better lighting. I hope to get a light stand soon, if you guys support this channel. After, of course, my update. But, I will still be talking about books, and I will still be making videos and all of that about books. But with a couple things in mind. First off, I will try to steer away from doing recommendation videos and those types of videos. And second, whenever I'm making my wrap-ups, whenever I'm talking about books, just in general, whenever I'm giving a review after I have finished that book, I am only going to talk about the content and how that book made me feel, whether it made me feel happy, whether it made me feel sad, giddy, and maybe a little bit of the reasons why. I am not going to talk about this is what I liked about this book, this is what I didn't like about this book, because like the author hopefully put a lot of effort into writing this and publishing this, and who am I to judge in a way? Like, I'm not judging them as a person, obviously. I am judging their work, but then they still put a lot of effort into that work, and it's kind of like, again, put me in a situation where, like, while other people do have the ability to critique my future book and, like, give their honest opinions, how would I feel if a fellow author came and berailed me on certain aspects of the writing that they didn't like? I would honestly feel a bit offended or sad, or maybe a bit of both. And in order to keep my conscience clear, and in order to do the best decision that I believe is right for myself. I am no longer going to be giving full-on in-depth book reviews. My reviews will be shorter, talking more about emotions and more about content, but nothing more. I might update people like on my thoughts as I go along, but those thoughts are likely to change. And then I'm just gonna see how this kind of like works for me, okay? But that is really all that I have to say for the rest of this video. And now I have to go and edit this video and film a clip for my next video. And like I'll still be like making like lifestyle content. I want to focus more on that than on doing specifically book related content. Though obviously those will like combine and those will intertwine. But I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, even if I have not fully articulated myself or if I have not been clear. If I have not been clear, I believe I have my Instagram in the bio or in the description of this video, so please feel free to message me privately. Feel free to leave a comment if it's more general, and I hope you guys have an amazing, lovely day.